Hello. Do you know what a vision board is and how it could help your life? That's what I'm talking about today. Join me. Hello. Welcome to Take a Step a Better You. This channel is about taking steps to make our lives better. I record videos about affiliate marketing, that's earning money online. I record videos about business tips. I also record videos just to motivate you to take a step to make your life better. If you are new, welcome. If you've been here before, thank you. My name is Sherifa Nakalema. I'm a business owner here in Virginia, USA. And I'm hoping if you've been here before, you've subscribed. Check below. Is that button still red? If it's red, that means you haven't supported this message. This message is empowerment, empowering our lives to take those steps we need. No one is going to do it for us. So please, if you support that message, subscribe. Don't leave it red today. And also click on the bell so that you are notified when I record a new video. And been doing Sundays. I want to start including Wednesdays. That's what this topic I'm going to talk about today is about that. And if you are new, please also consider subscribing. If not yet, maybe after you watch this, you're going to say you want to be part of this. Okay. The video today is about, you see, I'm seated. I'm going to show you this vision board. A vision board, I don't know if you're familiar with a vision board or if you are not, but my intention here today is to inspire you to create one. In fact, even me, inspire myself to create a new one. Because this one I created a few years ago, and I'm going to share, you'll see. But I'm planning to create a new one, but this time I want you to join me to create one too. After I explain how it is or how it's done and what the purpose is. If you have one already, please also join us, share, because what I want to do here, starting soon, assuming you want this, put in the comments. I want us to create these vision boards. Also, I want us to do other things, which I'll be talking about starting next week. I'm going to make the I am statement. I want to teach it a little bit more so that we have a day when we share our wins. You can be in private, by the way. I don't force anyone to come public. You can follow what we do here. And as long as you leave a comment, that would be nice. To say, you know what, I'm doing this and I got a benefit, I have a win. But for those who want to share, even to come on camera and record a video, that will be a day. Just to share that what we are doing is really working. Because for me, I'm about taking a step. Taking a step wherever you are. You could be starting from bottom. You could be up higher than what we are doing here. As long as you are taking a step, that's my purpose. And that's why I'm going to share. A vision board like this one here, this is mine. I did some time ago. It's an expression of what you want to happen in your life. It has not happened yet. What you want to happen, what your dream is, what your goals are, you put them in images. Like here, for me, I went to Google and printed out the images. I'm going to explain why each of these images is here. If you're patient enough, I'm going to explain each one of them. But like I always say, as long as you understand, you can drop off anytime. For me, I don't beg people to watch my whole videos. You stay if you're benefiting, but I intend to explain all of them. If you're not staying, I inspire you to go write down. You start by writing down what you want to happen in your life. By the way, you take a moment. You think about your life. You could go all the way from when you're young, what your dream used to be. Because we tend to forget. Like you start going up and then you forget what you used to dream of when you're in school. So go back and then think about what has happened. What's going on right now? Then, what do you want to happen in future? You may be surprised. if you go through that process, you may find that it's still possible. Those dreams you gave up on, especially when you start getting to family and children and marriage and all that stuff, you start going day by day. You even forget what your dreams used to be. So let's get them alive again. It doesn't matter your age. I'll explain. You'll see why age doesn't really matter. I always say mine. I'm 53 now. It doesn't. And as long as you're still breathing, your dream is still alive. Or if it wasn't alive, from today, please, I want you to go back, take a moment, get a paper, a notebook, something. First think. Late night is very good. When everyone is sleeping, you are quiet. Or even when you're in bed, you're thinking about it, think back. What do you want to happen? These things could happen. They could still happen. It doesn't matter how old you are. Even if you are 80, they can still happen. So write them down. I like to put them in categories. You could say in the area of your health, in the area of your money, in the area of your family, in the area, write a list. You could say where you are and where you want to be. But I'm more concerned about where you want to be. After you write all of them down, what I did for me, after I created this a few years ago, if you have watched my video, I tell my story. It's an up and down story. I put a link below. The video, You Need More Money, that's when I told a summary of my life. And in that time, you'll see that when I was 44, I'm 53 now, but when I was 44, everything came crumbling down. So I was back almost on zero. So I had to start over. And that's, I think a year later, that's when I started putting images here. And I'm going to explain how they all how they're all important to me. But I wanted to talk about you first, because you may leave before I explain all this. Write them down in the area of your health, what's important, in the area of your money, in the area of your children, your family, whatever is important. And then, for me, what I did, I went online, Google, and you search images. And then you search a topic and you put images. So the images will come. And you go take a look at all the images that pop up. They're free images, by the way. These are not paid images. They're free. You choose which one you like. I will print it out. I first gather all of them. In the area of money, I print. Then I went to Staples. This one I got from Staples. And I put them on here. I use tape and pins. But some people just even print out just one image and put it on a mirror. Put it in an area where you always see. In fact, if you want to go deep with this, take a moment, like every morning or every evening, look at that image and think of this thing like it has already happened. Because these things, it's to do with the subconscious mind. I want to get into that topic. I'm not an expert, by the way. I'm learning, but as I learn, I share. If you get to those feelings, like the thing has already happened, whatever you want to happen, it happens faster. So if you can get to that image and take a moment and think and feel happy, because these things don't work with unhappy people. You have to be excited about it. You have to be happy that it has already happened, although it hasn't, like it has happened. So you take a look at it. Some people post them on mirrors, like they know when they're brushing their teeth, they are like looking, doing their makeup, they are like looking. Some people said put it close to where you are, but I think the bathroom is good. But like for me, mine is in the bedroom. And actually, for me, I don't really focus on it like every day, but still things happen. If you focus on it like daily, I think they will happen even faster. So you take a look at the images, you feel like it has happened, you go on with your day. By the way, you take action too in that area that you want to change. You don't just sleep, you take action. But things happen. Things happen. So now, like I said, if you can't print, because our situations are different, you don't have a printer, you can't go on Google. Some people just cut out images, like in newspapers. In the newspaper, you cut out an image, or magazines, old magazines, you cut out images that represent what you want. That may take long to find the right images. And then you could just draw them. How about you get a pen, a pencil, and just draw. You draw the image of what you want to happen. And then what we want is for you to be reminded that this is what you want to create. Okay? So that's the visual board. This is my sample. Like I said, I created this a few years ago, and many of the things here are happening or they have happened. In fact, soon, if I get enough people to put in the comments to encourage me like to build a new one, I'll create a new one and I'll show you the new one that I want for the future. And that will include my goals for this channel. But now I don't talk about YouTube here. And so just put a comment. You say you are interested in this topic of creating our reality, and you'll be sharing. I'll show you how you share with me so you can get to me, and you can include it in videos, in my videos, if you want me to include your story. But take action, okay? Now, this is my vision board, an old one. It's been here a while. I'm soon starting a new one. In fact, I have two. There are some things that are not here. I'm sharing just one. First of all, because that time when I was thinking about doing these things, everything was out of order. I tell my story how it used to be in order, and then it went out of order. So after it went out of order, this is what I was thinking. This image here is of a home. I wanted to have a home that had faith. I don't think you can see all this, but I'll be saying the words. You may not be able to see the text. I'll be reading the words. It had faith up here, this home. It has compassion. It has prayer. It has forgiveness. It has God's word. It has gratitude. It has repentance. It has hope. That's the kind of home I wanted. And guess what? I have it now. This home, the home I live in, it's a small home, by the way, but it has all these things. At that time, there was doubt. But thank God, this one is realized. It's still going. It's going. Now, I have Tina Turner here. If you know the singer, Tina Turner. I used to watch Tina Turner a lot. And I remember watching her story. You know, her story was put in a movie. I remember I even have a copy of Tina Turner's story, the video. I watched it. At that time, my life was fine. But I remember feeling very, very sad because the man hit her. It was bad. If you went and watched this story, you'd wonder how she got out of it, alive even. So, the reason I cut out Tina Turner here is because I think she started over. When she divorced her husband, she was like 39. And she had nothing. When you hear her story, you'll be very, very surprised. So later, even although she was a good singer, she wanted to sing again, they could not sign her up because they said her story was bad. She didn't have a good image. So, but she still kept on going. So remember, for me, I was 44. But I said, if Tina Turner could start over and she was able to do what she did, I can do something too. So that's why I put Tina Turner right here for inspiration. And then I have here, I don't think you can read this. I said, always put your trust or faith in God because man will always disappoint you. Always put your trust or faith in God because man will always disappoint you. I've had a share of this, man disappoint you. And I think you have it too. So keep going. Even if it's just you, everyone has disappointed you, keep going. I have this one here. So I have my God there. Then here, I have good health. Keep moving, good health. I have this older lady in the gym. This is the gym. She's pushing a machine in the gym. I go to the gym. Then I have this older lady here. I don't think you can see this one. She's older, but she's doing like this. She's an older lady. So I want to be strong, old, but strong. Then I have success. These words are success, success, success. Then from here, you see these, I Googled 3 daughters. I said I wanted to see an image of 3 daughters who have graduated college. And what I was trying to create at that time My first two daughters, I have three daughters. The first two were starting college at that time. They were in college or university. And the third one had not even gone to high school yet when I printed this image. But my wish and my prayer was that they all graduate college, because I knew when you have your degree, whatever happens, you can always figure out something. So that was my dream. That's why I put this image here. And I'm happy to report today that two have graduated, two finished, and the third one is in her fourth year. You know, in America, the university is 4 years, so she's in her final year, fourth year of university. So that one is about to be realized, God willing. I have two finished, one more. And here I had put another image of three sisters caring about each other. I don't know if you can see it. They are wrapping arms, like they are first that way, but they have arms around each other. So that was an image of three daughters who care about each other. I did this some time ago. Then from there, remember I was starting over, I had this company, and I really wanted to have a company that is owned by a Muslim woman, dressed like a Muslim woman. You see how I dress. So I wasn't sure how that was going to be received, but that's what I wanted. So I went and searched for a Muslim woman who is doing business. That's why I have this image of, she's in her hijab, but she's also a professional businesswoman. Here I have, I don't know if you can read this, smart brain. You know, I always worry about being old and not being able to remember what happened. Because I want to be old. If I'm going to be old, if I'm not going to be being old, that's fine too. But if I'm going to be old, I want to be old, but with my brain still working well. Even if I'm in my rocking chair, I can talk to my grandkids, I can tell stories, I remember everything. That's why I said smart brain. I want a brain that's still good. That's good to the end. That's why I have it here. Then, when you come this way, I'm getting into God territory here. I have my Quran here, and in fact, I had put that I wanted to read Tajweed. If you're Muslim, you know what I mean. I wanted to learn. I read Quran and I know how to read Arabic, but I put Tajweed. I want to emphasize reading more Quran every day, which I do, and I want the meaning, and I want to read it properly. So the Quran is there, and here I have God is one. Not that I didn't know God is one, but I'm emphasizing God is one. I cannot, I don't want to be diverted from that at all in my life, the end of my life. God is one. I want to always remember that. And then this image here, that's the Kaaba, that's Makkah. If you're Muslim, you know that's Makkah. Even if you're not a Muslim, you've heard of Makkah, people going to Makkah, Saudi Arabia. And that was important to me. I put it here. That was, if you followed me a little bit, you've heard my stories. I always talk about my beloved sister who died after having a stroke. Around that time, I remember when she died, the way she loved life. She even came to America twice. Like the way she was a happy lady. She died so fast. So sorry, I get emotional about that. After she died, you know, she had already gone to Mecca. She was lucky she had gone. And for me, especially what was going on around the time she died, I could not even afford to go. I said, I wish I could go. So I could go too. Because, you know, going to Mecca is only required for Muslims who can afford it. You're not forced to go. Only if you can afford it. But for me, I wanted to go. So when I placed this image here on my board, I don't think I even had like $100 toward this journey. And that journey cost like, that time they were paying 7,000, and when you add in the other expenses. Anyway, a long story short, after I placed that image and I focused on it, I was able to save at least $1,000 every month toward the journey and I did it. I went. So that's the power of focusing on something. I don't even know how it happened. When I remember the energy, the way I did it, it was inspirational. It was great. So this one is done. I went for Hajj. So I'm a Hajj now. So that's good. I put it up there. Let's go this side. You see here, I put the word profit. Because if you run a business, you know that a business, sometimes it's hard to make it profitable. But since I've been in business, okay, there is a year, if you know my story, after what had happened, I went into owning a cleaning business and worked really, really, really hard. But I remember working really hard. I had employees who were working day and almost day and night sometimes. And I have a CPA, bookkeeping, someone who does my records. So I would send the record to get paid and all that. She was handling all that. But then at the end of the year, when it was time to do the end of year returns to file taxes, I remember looking at my records, I could not believe it. I had made a loss. I said, what? All this working, a loss? That's why you see here, I said, from now on, I'm going to focus on making a profit. And the reason why I made a loss, it's not like we're making a loss every day. What happened when you're running a company, especially here in America, you have to pay payroll taxes. When they work over 40 hours, you have to pay overtime. When you add up everything you have to pay, like it's very easy to make a loss without even knowing it. Because the expenses are so many. Insurance, all that stuff you have to do. So I got a loss. And I put it right here and I said, I want money. So I printed out, this is all in the internet. You can print out money bills, $100 bills. I want real good cash flow. I don't want a loss anymore. And I've never had a loss again. It was only that year. And I put it here. So that's why I have those. Now, I'm coming to the end of my vision board. And here, these are words. I don't know if you can read them. It says peaceful mind, peaceful life. I care about having a peaceful mind. I work on that. But a peaceful life. That one is so important to me. A peaceful life. I don't like craziness. I don't like chaos. I like a peaceful life. And then this one says, there is a message in the way someone treats you. Just listen. There is a message in the way someone treats you. Just listen. This is a quote I printed, but I also added my own handwriting. Listen and feel. Because the way someone treats you creates a feeling in you. So always be careful. When you have someone in your life, and whenever you interact with them, you feel bad, you feel nervous, you don't feel happy, that's not a good relationship. Even if you like if it's someone, maybe a man, woman, and the way you interact with them, feel, see how it goes. Because there are people like in abusive relationships and say, oh, he loves me very much, or she loves me very much. But she's abusing you, or he's abusing you. How does that make you feel? So, watch the way you're being treated, and watch the way you feel. Because someone may not even be giving you much, like a husband and wife or the relationship, but you feel peaceful. That's important. Even if they don't have the money, they don't have the stuff, as long as you feel peaceful, I think take care of that relationship is a good relationship. My last one is right here. And it's to do with, I don't know, I wrote this before I actually had this YouTube channel. Because remember I said this is a little bit old. My YouTube channel is just 1 year. I put this quote here. To be inspired is great. To inspire is incredible. So, I like to be inspired, but I like to inspire others. And I hope I inspire you here to do something. To be inspired is great, but to inspire is incredible. So that's my vision board. I want you to please think about your life. What do you want to create? Go do something similar. Like I told you all these, why I did put them here. You may have your vision, it could be different. What you want to create, find images. If you are lucky enough to have a printer and to be able to print the way I did, I think it's the best. The process of cutting it out and pinning it is good. But some people say they prefer digital ones. But me, I think I'm old-fashioned. I don't know, because even for me, the way I see something that I like in the phone, a text message or whatever, and the written word, I see them different. I like to write. So if you value digital, you are in the digital age, you don't have a problem, you can do a digital vision board. You can go read about it. There are people who talk about creating digital vision boards, but that's the way I created mine, and I like to create it that way. And most of the things have happened. I think the only thing that has not happened here is this daughter who hasn't graduated yet, but everything has happened. And believe me, when I started creating this, none of these were real. So that's the power of the vision board. And that's the end of this video. I hope you took out something. Please, if you want us to continue with vision boards and sharing our results, by the way, I didn't say the time period of this. You could be some of the things I wanted were like now, some could be in the future. Like what you want to happen in 10 years. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, now, everything that you want to happen starting from the time when you're creating it. All that is relevant. That's my version. No one taught me how to do this. I did it myself. I mean, that's my version. You could have your own version. You could go learn from someone else. But I want you to come back and share your story and share. If you have created one and send me an image, I want to create like some kind of way to communicate with you in a better way than just leaving comments. So please, let's see how many people are interested, how many people, or just put in a comment that me, I want to be part of the vision board and all this creation of things in our lives. I want to be part of this. Let me see how many people put comments. Then I have a way of, I'll create a way of communicating with me directly, even getting my phone number. I do that. I do that with my people in my Facebook group. They know my number, so I can get to that point. I just want to make sure something's happening. Even if I inspire just one person, that's good enough. That's the end of this video. I hope you took out something. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Before you write a comment, please put a thumbs up. I'm seeing those, they are lower than the comments. The comments are more than the likes. And subscribe. Now the new ones, if you get to the end, you go to the end of this video. Have I convinced you that I deserve your subscription? Please subscribe. Don't leave it looking red. Leave a comment. Share it. Share it with others. This is about changing our life. However small, we have to keep going. We have to keep going. Like I always end them, take very good care of yourself. Take very good care of your family. Take very good care of your health. Take a step to a better you. Bye-bye.